So in this video, I'm going to tell you one of the best ways to get a girl to like you as a shy guy. And as a former shy guy, as a former person who was unable to talk to people, talk to friends, talk to women in general, this was a tip that really helped me. Now, here's a problem that I always had as a former shy guy, right? When I was 12 years old, when I was in middle school, I saw so many popular, confident guys talk to women and experience things with women. So, for example, I saw popular and confident guys in my school date the prettiest girls. They would go to the football games, they would go to the mall, and I was unconfident. I was shy, and I saw them do all of this. And it made me extremely envious, right? And during this time when I saw this, I'm just like, oh my gosh, if I was confident, if I was attractive enough, right? I would be so nice and I would be so interested in women. If I was dating or talking to a woman that I actually enjoyed, I would show them so much love and affection. I would show them all the love in the world to make them know that I'm actually into them. I would give them the most love compared to any other guy. And eventually, I get on self improvement, I start working on myself, and then I'm actually able to the point where I can talk to women, right? And I keep this mindset. I keep this mindset where I'm able to talk to women, but I keep the mindset to the point where I just show them too much love and affection. I show them every single thing. Every woman that I'm talking to, I show them that I'm interested. And because of this caused all of them to go away. So, with that being said, the best thing for you to do to get a girl that you're interested or a girl in general to be attractive to you is to act disinterested. You want to be disinterested and act disinterested in them. Now, you might be really confused on why this is, but I'm going to tell you a story on why this is. So, as I just told you, I always went with the kind mindset of, oh, like any woman that I find attractive, I'm going to give so much love to, I'm going to give them so much attention. But here's why that's such a bad thing. In today's modern market and relationships, right? The average woman gets so much attention. The average woman gets way more attention than an average man because men nowadays, they're really they're really hypersexual. They want to be with lots of women. So any woman, especially if she's really attractive, she's used of getting attention. She's used to being complimented. People asking her, "Oh, hey, you look pretty." Guys telling her, "Oh, hey, beautiful." She's used of people and guys asking her, "Hey, let's go out." She's used to all these things. So imagine if you're doing the exact same thing that every single guy is doing, asking her to go out, telling her she's pretty, giving her all this validation. You're going to stand with the 99% of guys. You're doing everything that everybody else is doing, and she's not going to look at you. She's going to see you as every other guy. Now, take this. Imagine if you act disinterested in her. Imagine if you just pull yourself just a little back. You're not asking her to go out. You're not complimenting her all the time. You're teasing her. You're showing mixed emotion. What is she going to do? She's going to think to herself, wait, 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 wait. He's not asking me to go out. He's not complimenting me. He seems a little disinterested. He's keeping me on my toes. Wait, wait, wait. He's more interesting. What does he have going on in his life? Who is he talking to? What type of work does he does? So she is going to see you as different when you're not being so overly invested in her and being disinterested. You might be interested, but I want you to act disinterested. When you're disinterested, she's going to notice you more. I'm going to tell you a story on what happened a couple of years ago on how I know this basically works. So I was in university and I go to this party, right? I go to this party, I get invited by a bunch of friends, and as I'm dancing there in the party, it's really chill. I meet this girl, and she was probably one of the most attractive girls that I talked to. So I talked to her, she's a mutual friend, and I was just like, "Oh, like that's pretty cool to meet her." But then, middle of the party, we started talking. I started getting to know her more. And then by the way we're talking, by the way she's looking at me and the conversations we having, something goes in my mind that's like, okay, she's talking to me more. She might be a little interested. And of course, she's pretty, I was just like, okay, I'm definitely interested in there too. But I need to play it in the long run. I want to pursue this further. Old me would have been like, it's college, you need to show her that you care. Show her that, you're going to do as much stuff with her, ask her to do things with you, overcome and show her a bunch of affection. But I was just like, no, this doesn't work. This has never worked. So what I do instead, that night that we met, she kept playing with some glasses that I had. These really nice sunglasses that I had, right? And instead of just being the nice guy whenever we would text, I would mess with her all the time. I would be like, "Oh, like, you know what? I'm not gonna go out with you anymore. You dirtied up my glasses." And she was just like, "Oh no, like, that was you and your dirty little fingers." And whenever she would try to ask me to go out, I wouldn't prioritize her. If I had to go to the gym and do something, I would tell her no. I would put myself first. And eventually, long story short, after being and acting disinterested in, because I knew she's a pretty girl, she knows who her family was, she knows she gets compliments. So, because of that, I have to stand myself out. I have to keep her on her toes and not show too much interest. Eventually, later down the line, it gets to a point where, um, we basically tell each other, and I basically know she's interested in me. And I ask her, I'm like, hey, what made me so appealing? What made you attracted to me? And she gives like the physical attraction, she tells me that. But something that really stood out to me was the fact that she said, oh, the way you kept me on your toes and the way I didn't know if I was, or the way I didn't know if you were interested or not, that really kept this exciting. That made me really attracted to you because it made me think that you have stuff going on, which you do. And then I realized someone who's disinterested in, someone who's disinterested in women that they like, they have things going on. They actually have a life. Someone who shows someone too much affection has nothing going on. They're just prioritizing the woman. So the best thing that you can do is have your life, have your productive life, and whenever you're meeting a woman that you're interested in too, act disinterested in. Don't prioritize her. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.